The mind-blowing Zen secret to overcoming laziness, Zen wisdom. In a quiet monastery near the base of a mountain, there lived a young monk named Ryota. Although the temple was known for its discipline and mindfulness, Ryota struggled with laziness. While other monks diligently performed their daily tasks, Ryota often found himself avoiding work, feeling unmotivated and distracted. Frustrated by his inability to stay focused, he decided to seek help from the wise Master Tenzin, a monk who was known for his deep understanding of Zen. Ryota approached Master Tenzin and confessed, "Master, I feel so lazy lately. I know I should be working hard, but I keep finding reasons to avoid my duties. How can I overcome this feeling of laziness and become more disciplined?" Master Tenzin smiled and said, "Come with me, Ryota." The two walked through the temple grounds until they reached a large, overgrown garden. Weeds had taken over, and the once beautiful plants were struggling to survive. "This garden has been neglected," the master said, "and like this, laziness grows when we neglect our mind and body. But I want you to focus on this one flower." He pointed to a single lotus, blooming brightly amidst the weeds. "This lotus doesn't worry about the weeds around it. It simply focuses on growing, day by day. Laziness is not something you fight, you overcome it by focusing on the task at hand without overthinking it." Ryota looked at the lotus and listened carefully. Master Tenzin continued, "Laziness often comes when we think too much about the task ahead, how long it will take or how hard it might be. The more you worry, the harder it feels. But when you approach a task like the lotus approaches growth without thinking of anything else, you stop feeling lazy." To demonstrate this, Master Tenzin handed Ryota a broom and asked him to sweep the garden. "Don't think of it as a chore," he said. "Just focus entirely on sweeping and be present." Ryota started sweeping, but at first, his mind wandered, thinking about how long the task would take. However, as he began to focus more on the simple act of sweeping, feeling the broom in his hands, hearing the soft sound it made, his distractions faded. He stopped thinking about time or effort and simply swept, fully immersed in the present moment. By the time he finished, Ryota felt surprisingly calm. Master Tenzin smiled and said, "You see, laziness comes from distraction. When your mind is busy worrying about a task, it feels harder. But when you bring your full attention to the present moment, even the most mundane task becomes meaningful." That's the mind-blowing Zen secret. Focus fully on the moment, and laziness will vanish. From that day forward, Ryota approached each task with a newfound focus. He no longer worried about how difficult or boring his duties were. Instead, he concentrated fully on the present moment, and to his surprise, laziness no longer held power over him. The simple act of being present allowed him to stay disciplined and complete his tasks with ease.